If you would mind standing, and we're going to sing the first song tonight, number 349, Glory to His Name. It's on one side of your program or the other. Where my Savior died, down the when I cry, there to my heart of mine. Glory to His name, glory to His name, glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of mine. Glory to His name. I am so wondrously saved from sin. Jesus so sweetly abides within. There at the cross where He took me in. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of mine. Glory to His name. Oh, precious mountain and saved from sin. I am so glad I have entered in. There Jesus saves me and keeps me clean. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name. Come to the fountain so rich and sweet. Cast thy poor soul at the Savior's feet. Plunge in today and be made complete. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. All righty, good to see you here tonight. Trust you're doing well. How many of you had a good day today? How many of you like the short-winded preacher? Yeah, I thought that might turn you on a little bit. And so we'll try to repeat that more often than not. And we're glad you're here tonight. And trust you had a good day today. I hope you got a little bit of rest, got something to eat. And because it may be a long night. No, it won't be that. But we have a couple of specials. Oh, we're glad you're here. We can have all of you back again tonight. And this morning we had a good crowd. So thanks for that. I didn't get to see everybody. So I'm going to run to the road tonight and stand out there and wave to you and point at you and fuss at you on your way out, right? And, but I'm glad you're here. These folks are doing well. That's where the blessings on the service. Let's go ahead and pray right now. Lord, we come to you tonight. We thank you for this day. We thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be in your presence once again, Lord, and with your people. Lord, I know that things in our society right now, not just our state or our country, Lord, but around the world are a little different right now, Lord. There's a real case to be made, Lord, for the disease, and I pray, Lord, you help us to honor that, help us to be aware of that. And Lord, as we move forward, Lord, help us to trust you that we may live our life to please you. I do thank you for the opportunity we have to gather together in a place like this where we can come and assemble ourselves around the throne of God and hear, sing praises unto you, Lord, and open your word and sing and preach and teach, Lord, and learn. And I pray you speak to us tonight. Lord, you promised us where two of us are together in agreement in your name, Lord, that you be in our midst. Lord, we ask you like to show yourself to us in a very special way. We thank you, Lord, for all that you've done for us. God, it's now to this service that you receive all the praise. In Christ's name, amen. All right, you may be seated if you're not already, and we're going to sing a second song that's on the opposite side of your song sheet, all right? Number 208. All the thrills and Who can hear my heart like Jesus, by his presence all divine? True and tender, pure and precious, oh, how blessed to call him mine. All that Christ does freely gives us, take and God the life you breathe. And the fires of 10,000 in fragrance, Lord, I see. Christ so freely given, grace of God beyond degree, mercy higher than the heavens, deeper than the deepest sea. All that thrills my soul is Jesus. He is more than life to me. And the fairest of 10,000 is my blessed Lord I see. What a wonderful redemption, never can a mortal know. How my sins are red like crimson, can be whiter than the snow. All that thrills my soul is Jesus. He is more than life to me. And the fairest of 10,000 in my blessed Lord I see. Every need is there supplying, every good in him I see. On his great divinely lying, he is all in all to me. All that thrills my soul is Jesus. He is more than life to me. And the fairest of 10,000 in my blessed Lord I see. By the crystal flowing river, with the ransom I will sing, and forever, praise and glorify the King. All that thrills my soul is Jesus. He is more than life to me. And the fairest of 10,000 in my blessed Lord I see.
All righty. Did y'all hear Sean make that really big mistake? Anybody hear anybody make a mistake?
Good.
You know, when you put your thumb on here to keep the wind from blowing away, you cover up the chorus. And you keep going right down the page. That's not right. We'll tell you to make that mistake. No, I didn't think so. And so, mighty nice people, and we'll be mighty good liars one. And but I'm gonna lean on the side of nice, every one of you, right? And do trust you're doing well. Trust you have had a good day. Do be in prayer for one another. We've got several things to be in prayer about. I got several responses today about our service this morning, those that watched, those that were here, different things like that. And I'm so thankful for that. Seems like the Lord blessed and helped us through it. There are some keys to work out still yet. We'll get some of those overnight. We'll have a few more of those. And we'll have more of those next this Wednesday night and maybe more by next Sunday. Hopefully by the time we get back inside, we'll know how to do it outside, right? And so we're going to serve the Lord anyway, continue serving. If you didn't hear today, the president has done a press conference release today that they asked the social distancing to continue through the end of April now. And basically what they're asking is for until you see a steady decline in the number of cases, we need to go 14 days beyond that. All right, so that's what they're looking at. And so you be in prayer for our country and those leading our nation. We want to release that news on Tuesday when the 15-day original thing was up, but it would be weeks. So he said he'd just go ahead and share it today himself, right? And so you be in prayer for our country. There's a lot of different things so going on. So it's going to give us an opportunity to get better at this, it looks like. And I know what's going to happen as it warms up. You're going to be crowded in your vehicles and turning your air conditioning on, right? But that's okay. And by next Sunday morning, we're probably going to have some things in place, have some shade and things here for you that's sitting outside. And I know some of you have already taken care of it. So taking care of it tonight, go back in your vehicle and raising your hatch up. And I appreciate your being smarter than I am and helping us learn something from your observation. Thank you so much for being here. We got a couple of specials tonight. I'm going to go ahead and have, let's see, the Kings are going to sing the duet, right? And appreciate them coming. They're going to sing for us tonight. So you can share for them. And it was almost a trio that we ended up in the duet. Let's be in prayer for it. Amen. All righty, and now the Mathis family's going to come and sing. So be in prayer for them as well. I don't think they've ever done exactly this tonight. So Eric's going to play the guitar and we will see.
The Bible says in 1 Peter 5, verse 6, to humble yourself, therefore, into the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. And the more I witness to people, the more I realize what keeps people from coming to Christ. Two major things is the love of their sin and pride. And it's a sad thing because our Bible tells us Jesus is coming and he's coming. And James 4:10 says, humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. So this song called Humble Yourself. And I'm sure you guys have heard this was a little different. I've played different chords in it, so I pray it's for his glory. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. And he shall lift you up. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. That saved a wretch like me. That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Amen. All right, very, very good. Amen. I was thinking, when they were singing there, the two special ladies were singing before them, an opportunity to live their life and serve the Lord without worrying about giving your life too much to the world, where sometimes we can live our life a little longer before we get saved, just like serve the Lord, and we have to back up and relearn some things, you know. And one thing that Eric has said with me time has gone by is we have to relearn to play the guitar to honor the Lord instead of the way we played it years gone by. And I just think about that way with singing. I'm thankful that he's doing that, and I'm thankful that two such ladies are trying to do it at an early age. Stay faithful and don't live your life the devil in the world. Stay faithful to the Lord. Amen. All right, give your Bible tonight. You'll be turning over to 1 Kings chapter 19. 1 Kings chapter 19. And I'm going to borrow your time just a little bit. Amen. All right. Wind's blowing a little bit, so get a little bit of wind in the microphone there, just the way it is. We're thankful we can still have a service. Amen. And we get a lot of wind in the microphone. Maybe I'll turn that too. How's that? Yeah, so I'll do this. I don't know what's on. All the other microphones off. Yes.
All right, we'll figure it out. 1 Kings chapter 19, the Bible says, and Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and with all how he explained all the prophets, and what to do to make this better. right, 1 second here, let me get this little bit out of my face and at the same time staying close to me, all right? All righty, we'll try that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Everybody can hear? Blow your horn. All right, very good. That's an amen for sure. And Ahab told Jezebel, chapter 19 of 1 Kings, all that Elijah had done, and with all how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. And Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, which belonged to Judah, and he left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey in the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my father. And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him, and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. The angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose, and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights, unto Horeb, the mount of God. And he came thither into a cave, and lodged there, and behold, the word of the Lord came to him, and he said unto him, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And he said, Go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains, and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind, and after the wind an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake, and after the earthquake a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle, and went out and stood in the entering in of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him, and said, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left. And they seek my life, take it away. The Lord said unto him, Go, return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus. We're going to stop right there. We're going to pray, and we're going to continue this moment. Lord, we come to you tonight. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for the opportunity again to meet and to be here, Lord. I pray that we meet together, Lord, to use this time for your glory. I pray that you use this time for our strengthening, for our betterment. Lord, I pray that many would be encouraged. I pray that many would be challenged, Lord. And I pray, Lord, we realize even in a day where we're faced with obstacles and we're faced with different challenges, Lord, that we've never gone through before, and we can still be faithful. We can still serve you in various ways. Lord, you give us an opportunity through technology to do many, many things we could have done in days gone by. And yet, Lord, we've seen the men and women that of generations gone by serve you through adversity and trouble. Lord, I pray you help us to seek your faith, to determine to stay faithful. Help us not be moved. Lord, help us to be strong in love of our Savior and the grace and the faith in which you give us. Lord, we thank you for this time. Use this message, this text, and reading your word for your glory. In Christ's name, amen. We pick up there in chapter 19. Elijah has just come from quite an event. You remember how there was a time when Elijah had went and told, I have to say it here, right? There was a time when Elijah had told him it wasn't going to rain. Remember that? And the Lord had told him to go and camp out by the brook Cherith, and there the Lord provided for him, and he did through the ravens. And then later down, the brook got up and went to the widow's house, and there he sustained him with the oil and the cruse of oil, and the flour never ran out. And it continued to go on. His life was on. Was continuing to serve the Lord, and he raised her child from the dead. God allowed him to be used to bring the child back to life. You know the story, right? So the point is, where we pick up here in chapter 19 is the end of chapter 18. He says it's going to rain. If you will, back to chapter 18, you'll see this. It says, look at verse 36, and we'll do this real quickly. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God of Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and lit up the water that was in the trench. When all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and they said, the Lord, he is God, the Lord, he is God. And Elijah said to them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slew them there. And Elijah said to Ahab, get thee up, and eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth, and put his face between his knees. And he said to his servant, go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. And it came to pass the 7th time that he said, behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say to Ahab, prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and the wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rose and went to Jezreel. And the hand of the Lord was upon Elijah, and he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. It's going to begin to rain now, and quite a rain it's going to be. But not only that, just before this, we have the sacrifice of these false prophets there, and we have the sacrifice there that Elijah does, where he kills and the sacrifice of the Lord he makes. That they called upon their God one time to do that, but back in chapter 18, they called upon all their false gods, danced and all kinds of things, and nothing they could do so they bring down fire from heaven. But Elijah, through serving the God of God, the King of Kings, God done amazing things that day. And here he lifts up, they prepared it for in a way that normally it wouldn't be consumed by fire. But yet, God did amazing things. He showed his power and his glory to all those that were there. And now because they said in verse 39, and when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and they said, the Lord, he is the God. The Lord, he is the God. Notice this, he is the God, not a God, not some God. They had lots of gods already, but now they're saying he is the God. And Elijah said to them, then take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there. These false prophets now have been killed because people realize they've been spreading a lie. They've been telling a false truth, if you will. And they've been teaching them to follow a fake God, a powerless God. But the Bible says now, he says, hey, listen, it's going to rain. You need to get off of this mountain because it's going to rain. And that's basically what's going to happen. In chapter 19, we pick up, and Ahab told Jezebel, as he gets back down now, he goes and tells Jezebel, and if you're familiar at all with the Bible, Ahab and Jezebel are not godly people, all right? And basically, Ahab now goes and tells Jezebel what's happening, and Jezebel says, basically, 24 hours from now, Elijah will be dead. About this time tomorrow, if I have not done unto him, notice what she says in verse 2. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, so notice this, the G-O-D-F lowercase. You see that? So let the God, the lowercase God, do to me. You see that? And more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. He says, or Jezebel says, if tomorrow in 24 hours from now, if Elijah is not dead, then let the false God, and she, even though she didn't say it that way, we call it lowercase g, let the false God do unto me even more so than been done unto the false prophet. Well, now the Bible says in verse 4, or verse 3, and when he saw it, he arose and went for his life. That makes sense, doesn't it? Somebody's going to kill you, that you go away. You run for your life. You get away. You spare your life. And that's what it says. He went for his life and came to Beersheba, which belonged to Judah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey in the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my father. Basically what it boils down to is he says, I can't do this anymore. I'm exhausted. I can't run from Ahab and Jezebel anymore. I can't do this. I have no one. He left his servant now. He's on a day's journey, fathered his servant, and he said, I can't continue to do this. I'm exhausted. I'm wore out. No doubt he was mentally wore out. He was physically wore out. He was emotionally wore out. And now we find that the Bible says He's not, he says, "Oh Lord, take away my life. For I am not better than my fathers." Verse 5, and as she lay and slept, and as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, an angel touched him and said to him, "Arise and eat." And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and the cruse of water at his head, and he did eat and drink and lay him down again. And the angel of the Lord came unto him the second time and touched him and said, "Arise, and you because the journey is too great for you." Have you ever gotten a place in your life, and I don't know if you have or not, but have you ever gotten a place, you ever gotten a place in your life where you just didn't feel like going anything? You were just so emotionally drained, you were just so physically, mentally exhausted. You just didn't want to do anything. And maybe if you're a young person, your parent woke you up and said, "Listen, it's time to get up and eat." And you got up and ate, and then you went straight back to the couch and landed there again. Why are you looking for sister? Anyway, you ever been that way in your life? You ever got that way before where you just didn't feel like doing anything? You were so emotionally and mentally exhausted. You just didn't feel like you couldn't go on, and you kind of found yourself in a position where Elijah finds himself. And he says, "Arise, eat," and he looks, and there's something to eat, so he eats and he drinks, and then he goes to bed again. And the angel woke him up again. He said, "Listen, you need to do better. There's a long journey ahead of you. You need to rise and eat some more, because what's before you is not something simple. It's not something short. There's a journey up in front of you to your taking." The Bible says, the angel came to the Lord the second time, verse 7, and touched him, and "Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee." And he arose and ate and drank and went to strength of that meat 40 days. How do you like to have that meal? You know, you say, "I don't want to eat that meal." Well, that meal had to last him for 40 days. The Bible says he went with the meat, the strength of that meat. In other words, it sounds to me like it was 40 days before you have another meal. The strength of that meat lasted him for 40 days. You see that? And 40 nights in the Horeb, the Mount of God. So now he goes up at Mount Horeb. And now the Bible says he came thither into a cave and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him and said unto him, "What doest thou here, Elijah?" Can you ever go and go and go and go and go, and every time that you, I want to stop and catch my breath, someone says, "Why'd you stop?" My pastors in heaven now, my pastor used to say that when they was building their church and stuff back in the 60s and early 70s, he'd say, they said, "Oh, let's stop, guys, eat lunch." He said, while you're on your lunch break, let's move those blocks. You know, let's play better out plus. His life was full blown, wide open, throttle down all the time. You know, there was no break time around those hours. You know, it was wide open all the time. And so let's take a lunch break from work so we can start back at lunch and be in place. You see what I mean? That's just the way it was. And this is kind of where Elijah finds himself. He's gone this 40 days now, and now he's in this cave, and no doubt there's a reason for that. It's cool and a place to rest, maybe get refreshed. The Bible says the Lord came to him and said unto him, "What doest thou here, Elijah? What are you doing in here?" Notice what he says. He said, "I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And even I only am living. And they seek my life to take it away." Remember, the reason he's running is because Jezebel 41 days ago said she was going to kill him, right? Is that right? She says 24 hours from now, just tomorrow about this time, right? And now 40 days later, he's in this cave, and he says, "Listen, I've been very jealous for you, Lord." And he said, "All of Israel forsaken my covenant, or thy covenant. They've thrown down thine altars. They have slain thy prophets with the sword, and even I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away." I don't know if this is the case for Elijah, but I know it's the case with us sometimes. Sometimes God will do something in our lives. He'll help us through a situation. He'll give us a victory over something. And then sometime later, the devil tries to discourage us, tries to get on our back, tries to keep us from moving forward. And what he'll often cause us to do is think about that last victory. Instead of the devil thinking that's got to give us God's glory, he'll say, "So who was it helped you do that? There was nobody else that served but you." Nobody else helped you. There's nobody else doing anything. Why are you working so hard? Why are you running so far? Why are you doing so much? You ever felt that way? Anybody ever felt that way before? Like someone, you just feel like no one's with you, and you're trying to serve the Lord, and you're trying to go forward, and you're trying to provide, and you're trying to be a good father, a good mother, a good son, a good daughter, whatever, and you're trying, but just find this statement leading to, I don't know, these things back up like, did you ever find yourself in certain people where you say, I, even I, only and less? Nobody's in this but me, and nobody's serious about this but me, and I'm getting tired of carrying the whole load myself. You ever had those thoughts? And in doing so, we find this statement here. It says, I, even I, only and less. For you and I'm not going to accuse Elijah of this, but for you and I, we would call that a food fight. We would say, listen, do you need a pacifier with that? You know, I mean, we'd say, listen, blow out the candles, the party's over. That's what we would do sometimes, right? If one of our friends, one of our family members, I mean, is that right? You ever been there before? Boo hoo. And Elijah says, listen, nobody's left with me. Nobody loves you. All of Israel has turned aside. All of Israel turned aside. They've broken thy covenants. They've slain the prophets. They're not doing what's right. He says, I only. They seek my life and take it away. And he said, go forth and stand upon the mountain before the Lord. He stands up on Mount Horeb there. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountain. That's a good wind, right? I mean, you ever seen a wind break a mountain apart? We've seen some tornadoes, right, in different places, and music, things like that. Have you ever been in a tornado freaking area, tornado out or something like that? I haven't. Don't have any interest in it, all right? And East Sincere, we did. We have one every now and then, but nothing like they have through Tornado Alley in certain parts of the world, right? And but basically, this wind was so strong that it broke the mountain apart. There's pieces of mountain evidently coming off and falling or breaking or whatever. And he says, behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountain and break it in pieces in the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. The Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. The Lord was not in the fire. You ever get in a situation in your life where you find yourself almost in that pity party or in the middle of that pity party, and you're just feeling sorry for yourself, and you're mad at everybody else, and they're not coming to your party, and it's just you know, and you ever felt like that? And you're looking for something big to happen. You know, you're just looking for that one moment. One of the real dangers of our religion nowadays, and we use that word, religion nadays, is they're very emotionally driven. Here's the thing about emotions. They pass. Have you ever been happy about something before? Only be short-lived. Have you ever been sad about something only later to be happy? Emotions change. Our faith is not based upon our emotions. Our salvation is not based upon our emotions. God does not work in our life through our emotions. He works in our life through faith. And our emotions, we are emotional people, we say it that way, but our emotions should not guide our decisions. Our emotions missteer us sometimes, misguide us. We find here in this text where Elijah, something big is happening. This wind is so strong, the mountain's breaking apart. There's an earthquake, and no doubt the shaking and trembling and the instability. But then all of a sudden, then we have the fact that this great fire. But the Lord wasn't any of that. These big things sometimes. The Lord wasn't here. Sometimes it's not the big things that we need to get us out of our swamp or out of our hard spot. It's not if I could just win the lottery. If you're playing the lottery, that's why you're broke. The lottery is a tax on poor people. All right? Seriously. So the reason you need money is because you're playing the lottery. All right? I'm being completely transparent, but that's where we're at. Sometimes we get if I could just listen, don't do those things. We got to be careful. The world, everybody around us, and again, sound like a lie. Everybody around us is doing something different. They're doing things. Well, maybe we ought to change too. Listen, let's anchor ourselves in God's word. Let's stay true to Him. Let's find where righteousness and holiness is founded, and let's anchor ourselves there. Let's move not. Let's stay faithful. And in doing so, we find here Elijah. He says, after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord's not in the fire, and after the fire, a still small voice. Tonight, I will say, I can tell you exactly how it happened. I won't go through the whole testimony because most of you know it very in detail. Hopefully you can tell. When was that, by the way? Very good. I'm glad you know that. Don't ever come back and say, hey, listen, the only reason I ever say that and get you to memorize that is I want you to know that you can know yourself. I want you to know that you can know yourself. I say that not to get you to memorize mine, although I'm thankful you do, but I say that to know that you too can know your Savior. You can share your testimony with someone. You can know that. And on that night, on Sunday night in that church, on the back row, on the left-hand side of the pew, and during the invitation, the Lord started dealing with me, and I'm telling you exactly how it happened. I'm not exaggerating. It wasn't, none of these voices were audible, we know that. But they're as real as if they were. And it's like, I lifted my hand, and the devil said, "You're just a little boy." I'm telling you, the devil said that. He can't see your hand, you might as well put it down. You might as well put your hand in. You're on the back row, you're a little 8-year-old boy, he can't see your hand, you might as well put your hand down. And over again, I kept hearing that, and there was temptation. Well, that's probably true, that's probably true. But in that still small voice, there was one Spirit convicting me. That's why I was in my hand the first time. That's why I went up to him in the first place. Not because the devil said this to me, not because someone yelled at me, not because someone beside of me said standing there said, "Lift your hand," because the Lord convicted me. And the preacher said, "If you think today that you're unsaved, you lift your hand back and face you." That's the Holy Spirit said, "That's you. Don't you lift your hand, that's you." And then the devil jumps in and starts yelling and screaming. No, you can't see me. What's the point? You're okay. You're still boys. But that's still small. That's still small. What are the big things? Sometimes our life, and right now our country, along with a lot of other countries, are looking for something big. I mean, we're looking for something big, like if tomorrow things could change, we could get back to our normal life, we could have our life back. Listen, I'm still living my life. It may be a little different than it was, but I'm still living my life. I have my life. The world's looking for something big, but I'll say sometimes the Lord is not in the big things. Sometimes the Lord's that still small voice that only you hear, because it's for you. This voice is for Elijah. The Bible says in verse 13, it was so that when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering into the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, "What doest thou here, Elijah?" He went back to the tent. He was up on top of the mountain. Remember that? So he hears the Lord say, he says, "Look, come up on top of the mountain, Elijah." And he goes up there. And by the way, I've stood there on that mountain, and I've looked over that. Not Carmel, not before, but I've looked over the Mediterranean Sea. I've looked where he stood there with Jezebel, and I've seen that situation where that cloud like the size of a fist. You know, I've seen the same sea. I stood there. It's an amazing thing. But now he's up on Mount Horeb here with the Lord, and the Lord says, "Let me come down, let me show you something." And he thinks he's in the wind. No, he's not in the wind. He thinks he's in the earthquake. No. He thinks he's in the fire. No. Let me show you something. Let me introduce you to something. But wait a minute. What about these big things? It's still small. Notice it's specific. The Bible says now he goes back to the cave. And the same question that the Lord asked Elijah to the first time, he asked him again, "What doest thou here? Why are you back here?" Notice what he says here. "What are you doing while you're here?" He says, "And behold, there came a voice from him and said, What doest thou here, Elijah?" He said, "I have been very jealous for the Lord." The same answer. "I've been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And even I only am left, and they seek my life." Take it. Listen, and what he had just seen, what he had just experienced, what he had just heard the Lord, he still was throwing that party. He was still, but no one, what can I do? It's only me. Maybe at school, young people, maybe at work, adults. Maybe no one in that factory, no one in that plant, no one that you work with, no one that you see on a daily basis is saved. Or at least you're up a life on testify of it. Maybe you're the only one. And so it's still tempting for us in the situation to say, well, nobody else is really talking about it. I'm just going to talk about it. Nobody else is saying anything. I'm not going to say anything either. You know, after all, I just work among a bunch of Eastern Christians, heathen, lost people, whatever you want to call them. And really, it's real easy sometimes just to get quiet about that. And so I'm just going to do my job, listen. And all we see God do in our lives, we need to be listening to that still small voice. There's some big things going to happen around us. There's some big things taking place right now. I mean, churches are getting creative, in a way to have services. We're maybe not the creative to some, but churches are doing something different. But that's an amazing thing that God can do. We had visitors here this morning. I didn't get to see them all, but we had visitors here that were sat in seats and visitors that drove up to the parking lot. Listen, God's doing something. There may be somebody like, I don't know who's here. The point is, God's doing something. I'm not saying that all of this was brought on, everything allowed you this, because he allowed the fire. And he's gonna work, even though those weren't of him, he's gonna work because of him. Because in all the screaming and the hollering and the ruckus and everything that's going on, that still small voice is still there. That still small voice. And he said, what doest thou here? We find Elijah with the same response. Well, I'm so jealous of the Lord of God. I'm so, just read it. I mean, quote. I've been very jealous of the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I even only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said unto him, go, return on thy way. I'm going to stop right there just for, there's more to the story we have time to do. I'm just going to say this, go on thy way. Tomorrow, I don't know what everybody's schedule is. I know the school's schedule tomorrow. Some of your job schedule may be different than it was. Our president today extended this social distancing thing to the end of April now. So in town, things are going to be different. If you need groceries, it's going to be different the way you get them. If you want to go eat out, that may not be possible. You may have to have it delivered or drive through. I mean, the reality is things are a little different than they were. And even though there's a lot of yelling and screaming, and, oh my goodness, I can't believe this, and people that listen, the Lord is in this. He may not be in everything that's going on, but he can work in that. He can work in your life and mine. He can help us be a better witness. He can challenge us to be testifying of him. I've been asked so many times by people about this plan to do it. What do you think about this? What an opportunity. When someone else stops the conversation, what do you think about this? What an opportunity. Instead of us saying, well, I think everybody's panicking. How about saying, let's just get away from that. There's enough people screaming and yelling that stuff. Let's just get them to say, well, I just believe it's preparing us for the coming of the Lord. I just believe it's showing us that his coming may be soon. I believe he's just showing us that we're not as strong as we think we are. Let's just take everything back to the Lord. What an opportunity. That's real small. Because what's going to happen, my family, your friends, my friends, my neighbors, your neighbors, they're going to have the same question. The same exact question. What's going to happen when this comes in? What do you think about this? Is it coming into the world soon? Is one of the, even if they don't know the Lord, they're going to say the same word, and they say, the end of the world, you think it's coming soon? What do you think's going to happen there? You think it's all going to die here? You think we're going to have 2.2 million dead? You think we're going to have, listen, calm down. Let's calm down. He's calm. And all of this, Elijah, he says, and he sees and hears all this ruckus. You can imagine the wind one part is breaking the mountain apart, right? That's not going to be quiet. And the earthquake and the fire and all this ruckus and all the chaos that's going on, but all of a sudden, it's still small voice. And here's what the Lord says to him. Go on my way. And I say tonight, do what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe what you normally do is change. But do what you're supposed to be doing. Stay in your Bible. Pray and seek the Lord. Ask him to move in your life. Be a witness and a testimony for him. Stay faithful in your own devotion. Stay faithful in your kindness and your love. Reach out to people at a time like this. Listen, if you know someone has to leave, let us know. We'll do whatever we can. Between a crowd this size and this different, there's enough people that we know that we can meet the needs of most people that we're going to come in contact with. And we're not going to give them their want. We can meet their needs. If you have a need tonight, let us know before you leave here, whatever it is. Listen, we're already trying to do some of these things. We're already trying to run grocery stores. We're already trying to run grocery stores. We're already trying to go to the post office for people. We're already trying to pick up the streets for people. We're offering, and we want to do that. We want to encourage them at this time. We want to do what we're supposed to be doing. You know what this time will help us do? It'll remind us what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, probably all of us, I know that people have said it already, but the reality is, probably all of us have said, I wish I could have more free time at home. I wish I had to work so much. I wish my life wasn't so busy. Well, yeah. It just got dumped in your life. And spend some time with your family. We talk about it every night. Get out those board family games, and start playing some of those things, and start having some fun. Call and check on people. Listen, I promise you, it's encouraging to them and to you when you call. That is something I'm saying to them. It's a big deal. I know we can't visit a lot of people right now, but call and check on them. Joyce Patrick called me today. She's at a hospital on Thursday. She called me today. Hey, first time she's ever got to watch her service. We never had internet. Now Judy has to work from home as of Saturday. Because she's sick and can't come. When that allows her now to be part of them. And she's coming up so much. Listen, here's my point. It's really easy for us to get in that party mode. It's really easy to do that. It's really easy to say, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. And nobody understands what I'm going through, and I'm the only one. And nobody, listen, here's what it is. Notice what it says here real quick. Let's finish this up. The Bible says in verse 15, Lord said to him, go, return on thy way. Now check this. Move down for the sake of time. Verse 18. It says, yet I have left these 7,000 people. You're not the only one. Hey, Christian, you're not the only one to fill up with. This is not the only church still trying to outreach and stuff like this. It's not, we need to quit thinking. We need to quit thinking that, well, nobody else is doing this, why are we doing this? Listen, I told you from the very beginning, weeks ago, before we even started into this whole thing about, before any of the numbers have been reduced to be meeting and all of those things, and social distancing and all things, I've never, before any of that started, I said, listen, I will be the last person to ever not want us to meet. Did I say it right that time? I said it wrong last week, y'all said it. But I said it right that time. I'll be the last person to ever want us to stop meeting. Because I need this. I need the car with your eyeballs in the middle. I need that. See, sometimes we get alone. You know what Elijah needed? He knows there's 7,000. He needed it. And these 7,000, not just 7,000 more people, even 7,000 like you, said, because all the knees which have not bowed into Baal, and every mouth which has not kissed him. These are people just like you and I. There's 7,000 more people that I preserved for me, for their sake. For me. Here's my question as we wrap this up. What are we giving our life to? Are we giving our life to the Lord? Because there's somebody out there, whether it be someone that you reached out to this week or someone you will this coming week or whatever, there's somebody out there that right now, at a time like this, has not been social distance, they've been isolated. They're on the car, maybe you can't drive, maybe you're elderly and don't want to be out. And maybe their families in another state, and a lot of families do from our state. God will feel something with that state. And they need someone. They feel like they're all alone. They feel like they're all alone. And even though they see God doing some amazing things, it's just hard to get up and get motivated. It's just hard to stay encouraged. It's just hard to stay faithful because they're battling with isolation. You know what about isolation? Knowing that there's 7,000 more people trying to become that. We're not the only one. Listen, our state and our area in our state is one of the more blessed areas, if you will, preserved areas of our country right now from this COVID-19. I know there's temptation in our area, but nothing like there are other places. We're not the only one trying to do this. And yet everybody's in the situation we're in across our land. Churches are just like ours, can't meet the way they normally do. There's situations where families can't get together like they normally did. We can't go to the grocery store and get what we wanted when we want it. We can't. And by the way, I have a list here. For any of you senior citizens that want, I have a list of all the grocery stores that's been verified. You can take with you, and we'll have it at the road for night you leave. If you can take with you, it tells you when every grocery store is open, just the hours for the senior citizens. Make it easier on you to go get what you need. All right. And so my point is, maybe we can't do the way we've done things. We can still do what we're supposed to be doing. We can still return into thy way. And I love this because he says, yet I have left me 7,000 Israel. All the knees that have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed me. We close out 23. Don't you be found faithful. I don't want you to get discouraged. Listen, if you need somebody to talk to, you let us know. We'll set up people to aggregate you together. We'll get people calling you every hour on the hour if you want to, all right? I mean, seriously. I've had so many people call and ask me and offer, say, what can I do? You know, if I need anything, can I help you? Can I go get something? Can I do whatever? Listen, if you feeling all alone, don't leave your life let anyone else know that. I appreciate you reaching out for one another. I appreciate all of you about that. And
house. Not just running around, and say, well, I can't do anything, and forget about everybody else. Everybody else is stuck in her house, something else. It's a great opportunity for us to call, email them, text them, instant message them. Whatever it is that you do to communicate with people. Reach out to them. Family across the country, churches, missionaries. Listen, I've got so many phone calls from missionaries across and email from missionaries all over the globe because they're in the same situation. A lot of the countries are trying to get the U.S. citizens out of those countries right now, and some of them can't get out. And we've got missionaries that are in situations. We've got missionaries right now still with social and 25 giving us support. We need to know what's happening. They're being on furlough. We need to know what's going to do that because they're stuck in their location. We need to encourage them to reach out to them as we do them and say, listen, you're not the only one. Let's serve the Lord together. Let's not sin, let's not bow, let's not change or lose our conviction, let's stay faithful. And Michelle, Miss Joanne, she's sitting over here in her parking spot. It's going to be her assigned parking spot on the screen from now on. We all have our seats in the church, and we have our parking lots now, right? And she told me, and she said, well, she already watched the service last Sunday. She said she was on the phone with her kids. She said, listen, I got to get ready for church. But she wasn't going to church. So she said, I'm not taking them to young for this church. I appreciate that, honestly. That's a big deal, the fact that she knew who she was going to work with. She wasn't going to listen to me or she was going to work with. I appreciate that, And listen, I'm not condemning anybody that doesn't do that. I'm just saying that encourages me. Encouraging. I appreciate you being here tonight. I appreciate all that you've done for one another in the past few weeks. We're going to have to continue this for a few weeks. Be in prayer for one another. Anybody have a special prayer session? Maybe real quickly we close out tonight for maybe. Yes, ma'am. No. Okay. Yes, so pray for